American consumption and the production processes that are required to fuel it is the biggest contributor to environmental destruction. Since the 1800s and the Industrial Revolution, the world has been consuming at higher rates than ever. Consumption leaves Americans largely unsatisfied, which has created what is almost an addiction. In Europe alone, 39% of plastic is used for packaging. 61% is used for other means. 32 million tons of plastic waste were generated in 2012, representing 12.7% of total municipal solid waste. In 2012, the U.S. generated almost 14 million tons of plastic as containers and packaging. 1,500 plastic water bottles are consumed in 1 second in the U.S. Plastics can easily be shaped and molded into products such as milk jugs, floor coverings, credit cards, and carpet fibers. Our plastic has many ways of polluting the environment, including our world's oceans. Roughly 15 to 40% of littered or dumped plastic enters the oceans each year. About 4 million to 12 million metric tons of plastic washed offshore in 2010 alone. That's 1.5 to 4.5% of the world's total plastic production, enough to cover every foot of coastline on the planet. Even in its smallest form, plastic will never biodegrade. This means that these plastics will be in our oceans forever. So where does all this plastic come from? It comes from us, the daily consumer. Our plastic is the culprit creating problems in our oceans. Oftentimes there's an unawareness of their impact and they have an out-of-sight, out-of-mind attitude. The attitude of, oh, one piece of litter won't matter, builds up to the massive plastic eyesores we have today. Poverty is also a contributing factor to plastic pollution. In developing countries, often there is improper sanitary waste management. This leads to a buildup of waste on land that is then washed into our oceans. Plastic pollution is harmful to marine life and its ecosystems. Marine mammals ingest and get tangled in plastic. Large amounts of plastic debris have been found in the habitat of endangered species, such as the Hawaiian monk seal. Immobile living organisms and sensitive ecosystems can all be harmed by marine debris. Coral reefs can be harmed by fishing gear that breaks or suffocates coral. Plants can be smothered by plastic bags. So the question is there hope? Yes, in fact, there are already acts in place, such as the Clean Water Act, that helps prevent discharge of pollution into waters. We can help reduce the alarming rate plastic pollution is growing at by doing simple things in our daily lives. One thing we can do is use reusable bags instead of plastic ones. Use reusable water bottles instead of plastic ones. And use alternate biodegradable sources such as paper plates instead of plastic ones. 3/4 of our Earth is covered in ocean, so let's take care of it. The ocean is a sustainer of life, from zooplankton to you and me. It should be treated with respect and care. Every action we take leads to a better or worse ocean because our plastic affects our oceans. Let's fix our oceans together.